An employee group requires 5 people to be chosen for a committee from a group of 12 employees. Determine the following probabilities of a randomly drawn committee of 5 employees. The employee group has 7 women and 5 men. What is the probability that 3 of the people chosen for the committee are women and 2 of the people chosen for the committee are men? The first thing to recognize here is that we are dealing with combinations because we are forming groups where the order doesn't matter and we don't have repetition. For the probability, the denominator is going to be the total number of outcomes, which in our case will be the total number of ways of forming groups of 5 from the 12 employees, which will be 12 choose 5. The numerator is going to be the favorable number of outcomes, which will be the number of ways we can choose 3 women from 7 women, times the number of ways we can choose 2 men from 5 men. So the number of ways we can choose 3 women from 7 is 7 choose 3, and then times the number of ways we can choose 2 men from 5 is 5 choose 2. And now let's evaluate this on the calculator, and we are told to give the answer as a percent rounded to 4 decimal places. Let's go ahead and click on the fraction key here, and I'll enter the numerator of 7 choose 3 times 5 choose 2. Click Functions, click NCR, enter 7, 3, close parenthesis, times NCR 5, 2, close parenthesis. We can either tab from the keyboard or click in the denominator and enter 12 choose 5. Now we have the decimal form of the probability. We want the percent rounded to 4 decimal places. To convert the decimal to a percent, we move the decimal point 2 places to the right and add a percent sign, or multiply by 100 and add a percent sign. I'm going to go ahead and show multiplying by 100. Now again, we're told to round to 4 decimal places. Notice how we have a 1 in the 5th decimal place, and therefore we round down to 44.1919%. And now for the second question, the committee requires that exactly 2 people from accounting serve on the committee. There are 4 people in accounting. What is the probability that exactly 2 of the people chosen for the committee are from accounting? We need to be careful here. If we have exactly 2 people from accounting and we're forming groups of 5, that means we would also have to have 3 people that are not in accounting, which are represented using the notation shown here below. Also, if there's 12 employees, 4 of which were in accounting, there are 8 people not in accounting. Now let's determine the probability. We are still forming groups of 5 from the 12 employees, and therefore the denominator is still 12 choose 5. And now the numerator is going to be the number of ways of selecting 2 people from accounting from the 4 people in accounting, times the number of ways we can select 3 people not in accounting from the 8 people not in accounting. So the number of ways we can choose 2 people from accounting from 4 is 4 choose 2. And then times the number of ways we can select 3 people not in accounting from 8 is 8 choose 3. And now let's go back to the calculator. Let's go back to the main keyboard, click the fraction tool. Our numerator is going to be 4 choose 2 times 8 choose 3. The denominator is 12 choose 5. To convert the decimal to a percent, let's multiply by 100, and then we add a percent sign. We're asked to round to 4 decimal places. Because there is a 4 in the 4th decimal place, we round down to 42.4242%. I hope you found this helpful.